Crusader Kings 3, a strategy game challenging you with keeping your family in power during the chaos of the medieval era. And with what feels like unlimited choices of where and who to start as, it's easy to get stuck with too much choice. So today I have 10 starts across 867 and 1066, each unique with their own goals and challenges. Also, I'm hosting a multiplayer game on Sunday the 9th and I will be streaming it live on Twitch, and going forward I'm going to be trying to stream about 3 times a week, so go follow me over there to watch those. But if you do want to join the multiplayer game, just join the Discord. All links are in the description. First up, we have Prince Ashot of the Armenian Principalities in 867, who starts trapped as a vassal to the powerful Abbasid Empire. Kind of a blessing and a curse, as the Caliph will always kind of hate you, but being a vassal allows you to play the long game on the path to reviving Greater Armenia and becoming one of the most powerful people in the world. And as you're apostolic, other Christian faiths like Catholic and Orthodox only consider you a stray, allowing marriages so you can get some pretty powerful alliances. Also, the Armenian culture has the Eastern Roman legacy tradition, letting you recruit cataphracts to destroy your enemies. But why I love this start so much is the decision to revive Greater Armenia, which has 7 optional kingdoms, which if taken before you take the decision, will become de jure part of the empire. And luckily, 5 of these kingdoms are either entirely or partly inside your liege's realm, so you can conquer all of that land, break free with your cataphracts, and finally revive Greater Armenia, and become an incredibly powerful emperor, stuck right between the Christian and Muslim worlds. Lahilatoul of Manding in 1066 is part of the Keita dynasty, which later ruled the Empire of Mali with the massively wealthy Mansa Musa. And with this start, you can pretty much do the exact same thing, as your starting duchy has 2 gold mining settlements that can be built, and at their first level they each make 5 gold per month. Then the Kingdom of Mali includes another. And if you really enjoy playing tall, which if you don't know means not really holding much land but instead building up your land to make loads of money, then the Duchy of Mandin is one of the best choices, as it won't take long until all your neighbors just fall really far behind, and you can pretty much just take whatever you want and eventually form the Empire of Mali. Duke Baghatur of Visegrad is easily one of the most unique starts in the game. Being a vassal to Bulgaria but of the Avar culture means you get horse archers in Europe. Yes, and it is a lot of fun, as the Avar culture is on the brink of extinction and it is in your hands to save your people, which seems fine as you start with a good chunk of land, but there is a major problem at the start. The Magyar Confederation starts at war with Bulgaria, which they are likely to win, and if they do, you will get left with 2 small counties and a new very powerful liege. You could try and fight with your liege and help him win, or instead fight against your liege for independence right at the start of the game, as if you win, your land will be saved. But it's pretty tough to do, but don't worry, even if you do still lose, you can eventually break free, reform the Avar Khaganate, and build a terrifying army of horse archers to wreak havoc on Europe with ease. Next up, we have Count Geoffroy of Anjou, and on the surface, it doesn't really have much going for it. You're a weak vassal of France, although you are excommunicated, which is pretty cool, I guess. But there's one reason why I think everybody should try this start, and it's to form the Angevin Empire. Now, realistically, you could do this from anywhere, sure, but the word Angevin is derived from Anjou, so it makes a lot of sense to start here. And as you start so weak and excommunicated, it can end up being a really fun challenge trying to get powerful enough to take the needed land in France, then push for independence, and finally make your way through England, Wales, and Ireland to fully unify this empire. Now, it's not a real formable nation in the game, but even without any unique decisions, it can still be a lot of fun to do. Now, next up, we have Chieftess Audr the Deep-Minded in 867, a Catholic Norse ruler who owns half of Iceland, whose husband is part of Harold Fairhair's family, and he did rule over Dublin in Ireland until he was slain in battle by the ruler of Leinster. Yep, he was slain by a pensioner. And also, her father rules the Isle of Man. And all of these facts together make this start really interesting, as being Catholic and Norse, you can get stupidly rich by raiding for free and easy money. Plus, it's always fun to give the Vikings a taste of their own medicine by ruthlessly raiding their shores. But also, at the same time, you can get indulgences from the Pope, easily playing both sides. But my favourite thing to do with this start is to take over all of Iceland, while planning some unfortunate accidents to happen to my two brothers, putting me next in line for the Isle of Man. And when my father suddenly disappears, well, now it's yours and removed from Ivar the Bonus's realm, letting you take the decision to elevate the Kingdom of Man and the Isles, which is one of the most powerful decisions in the game, giving you a massive army and changing you to feudal, but still letting you raid for 100 years. Erik the Heathen of Upland in 1066 is one of the biggest last stands you can take. As in 867, of course, the Vikings are terrifying, raiding everybody and stealing whatever land they want. But by the time we reach 1066, they're basically gone, having been converted to Catholic. But then there's Erik the Heathen, a vassal to Sweden who is yet to convert. And you can make the last stand for the Ashot true faith as you attempt to retake Sweden, Norway and Denmark, and of course resettle in Britannia, to eventually move on and secure the High Kingdom of the North Sea, which is really fun, but it can be really tough to complete as you need to hold Norway, England and Denmark for 30 years without dying to get this special empire. Now next up we have Suri of the Gurids in 867. And one reason this is really great is if you have Legacy of Persia, you get to take part in the Iranian intermezzo. But the main reason is because you start in the perfect place to establish Bactrian supremacy, forcing you into war against the Taharids and even the Saffarids. But if you do manage to conquer this empire, you will be extremely powerful as it has 3 mines and 4 temples that each generate loads of gold. But another reason why I like this so much is after you get Bactria, you can try and complete the Rise of the Gurids achievement, which you get by holding the historical Gurid Empire, which spans all the way across India, which can be challenging, but once completed, you will have so many different cultures to diverge with, giving you the possibility of making a true super culture. Judaic Torchitor of Cagliari is just a great start all around, especially thanks to the already built mine, which just stacks up gold for you. But I really like this start as a way to form one of the hardest and rarest empires in Crusader Kings 3, the Outremer Empire, as you can conquer the rest of Sardinia and build your power early, as at 1100 AD the Catholics get access to Crusade, which will typically take you to Jerusalem. And with all the money from your mine, you can hopefully build a decent army so you can try and win the Crusade. And if you have the most participation, which is kind of easy to get, you just basically have to lose a lot of men in battle, which is weird, but yeah. But if you do that, you will have the option to swap to the new ruler of Jerusalem. And from here, you can attempt to reform the Outremer Empire, which is loads of fun. But honestly, even if you fail the Crusade, you can just go over and conquer a bit slower with the mining Cagliari backing you. And coming in next, we have the last of the Zumbills in 867, which borders the Gurids from earlier, but this time as a vassal to the Saffarids, and it plays out so differently to the Gurids, as a Zumbill, you have a very important and pretty difficult task, reviving the Zunist faith, as the recent Muslim domination over the area causes your true faith to fade. But reviving it is not easy. It costs thousands, and I honestly mean a stupid amount of piety to convert. But if you manage it, you can execute people with sun trials, which is pretty cool. And faith revivals are just some of the best fun to be had in CK3. Now, all of these can be played with 0 mods, but if you do want to try the last of the Zumbills, I do really recommend trying it with the Rice mod, as it starts already revived, and you have like an ambition with like set challenges for you to try, which makes it a lot of fun. But with or without Rice, it's a great time. Finally today we have Raja Vikayabahu, with the goal of forming Bnei Israel, which is a really out of the way decision, which I'm sure a lot of people might not even know about. But this start is great without even going for that, as India just has really high development, making gold never really an issue. And also you start at war with the larger Chola kingdom as you attempt to unite the kingdom of Lanka, and you should hopefully be able to win. And after that, you have so much choice, you can pretty much do anything. But consolidating Bnei Israel is really fun as it's just unique. Now for this, you do need to convert to the Malabarism faith, which the easiest way is just to invite somebody to your court and have them educate your heir. And after converting, once you get the required land, you can form the kingdom of Bnei Israel. Now there's not really too much special here, but I don't know, I just thought it was really unique. And like when I found found out about it. I searched it up and it's like a real thing. Like I've never heard of this thing before other than CK3. So it's pretty cool to just try something new. But hey, let me know what you thought of this list of 10. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.